Hey, welcome back. Unless it's your first time hearing me talk, then obviously nice to meet you. Anyway, I'm Kurt. I own Spec Sugar Coffee. I run both the franchising company and my own local franchise in Phoenix. And at the end of the day, right? If you're going to be making a decision around a franchise, it doesn't matter if it's one of my franchises or some other franchise. You have at some point you're going to ask yourself, can I fail? Am I guaranteed success? Like, what does this actually look like? So I had this conversation with our most recent franchisee, and this, right now it's like April 2022. So depending on when you're watching this, just to give you some context. We had this discussion like 3 months ago, and I just said, Mike, I go, listen, we could be in war with Russia and this was before Russia invaded Ukraine. I said, we could be in war with Russia in 4 months. Like, I obviously can't control the weather, right? But what I can do is I could say, hey, these are all the systems that we used in multiple locations to have success. And so, again, everybody's personality is different. Everybody's work ethic is different. Everybody's ability to spend money on things like preferred partnerships and taking realtors out for happy hours and stuff is a little bit different. But you are basically, I wrote, follow the systems. If you follow the systems, follow the training, and don't make stuff up on your own, you are far more likely to have the kind of success that we've proven in multiple locations. And look, it's human nature, right? You get trained up and then you become a contrarian and you're like, well, what I want to do is. So when we say, hey, don't do BNI groups, because there's nothing wrong with them. They're just not as lucrative as the things that we actually teach you to do. And then you go do BNI because you're like, well, I want to do it. I mean, you feel free. It's your business. But also, don't come back and complain when your numbers aren't as good as somebody else's numbers who's actually following all the systems. And that's not just for, my inspections over coffee businesses, but that's any business. If you open a Dunkin' Donuts, right, and then you close your dining area and only have the drive-through open, that's probably not a best practice. If you own a McDonald's and you decide that you want the fries a little burnt, and so you're going to cook them at a little higher temperature, and then people come to you and they're like, hey, your fries, they're burnt. You're just going to, it's common sense, but I'm telling you, people do it all the time. So can you fail? The answer is yes, you can fail. You'll hear it from me first. If you can't go out and meet new people and have an engaging conversation about what you're going to do for them, no one's going to know where you're at, and you're going to fail. This is a people business. You have to go out, you have to meet realtors, you have to be likable, and you have to basically say, hey, these are all the reasons that you should work with me. But if you're friendly and you're likable and you follow all the systems that we train you on, then you have a much higher chance of duplicating what we've duplicated. So that's the best thing I can tell you. Follow the systems. Don't do your own thing. And again, I've already done other FAQ things here where I say, look, if you're the kind of person that wants to be talking to designers and creating logos and working on colors, then a franchise isn't for you. If you just want to have all of the business systems where you just execute, a franchise is a good idea. So that's it. You're not guaranteed success, but if you follow the systems that other people follow, you have a much better chance of success. All right, take care.